Hey all, Distaggio back at you with Torch Battle Part 2. Now this was the first Torch Battle. This was a few days ago. This wasn't the one that happened on Saturday. And I just want to tell you how this started here at the time. So it's about 20:44. It's 16 minutes before the end of the first Torch Battle. And so I'm going to go to the guild, go to the event, go to Torch Battle, and then I'm going to pick a guild to pick on. And happen to be guild at rank 101 that my other guild members were attacking, and I'm going to send in all my heroes. I'm basically going to send a volley at this guild. A volley of dirty arrows towards the guild. And some of the top Here Be Monster heroes are Succubus, Snowzilla, in my opinion, Grizzly Reaper, and Moltanica. And I'm going to use all 5 of my halls, and I'm going to send them all in. And now the strategy we used in the following Torch Battle on Saturday is a little bit different because we were ranked really, really high. We were ranked 2 about 20 minutes before the end of the battle. And so that means when you're on page 1 at the end of a Torch Battle, it means you're going to have a lot of pages of attackers, and we had something like 170 people hauling flanks from us. It was crazy today, but this is the first battle, and again, I'm sending all my top runners out there, and you can see the timer ticking down. This isn't real time here. This is real speed. This whole video will be real speed just because this is a little bit of a complicated mechanism here in terms of how a Torch Battle works, but essentially, I'm picking my heroes, and the reason I like to pick Ninja, and the reason I'm going so slow, is because Ninja moves the fastest. I really wouldn't have had to start that Ninja until even 10 minutes from now, because it completes, one of those ninjas completes in about 5 minutes. And you can see in kind of a faded upper right section of my screen that it's 20:46 right at this moment, 20:46. That means that the first Torch Battle ever in IGG's history will end in about 14 minutes. And so that means that I started my walkers a little bit early. You want to time them a little bit tighter to the end so that they end right before the Torch Battle completes. And that's because if a bunch of people are rushing a guild, it will be harder for them to defend if they all come at once. Just like in battle, really, if you think about it, old medieval a wartime strategy. It's you know, you don't send one warrior at a time up to the gate, right? You send 5,000 at a time. Why? Because it's harder to defend against 5,000 people running at you than one at a time every minute. And this will happen too when you go to defend. So that's the second strategy. Once you sent your attackers out, you essentially then have to defend others coming in. And this is sort of not the best strategy in hindsight. We had a slightly better strategy that got thrown on its head in the next Torch Battle, the Saturday Torch Battle. Again, this is the first Torch Battle. This is the first Torch Battle of the day. Or of the week, I should say. And yeah, it was definitely very fun, and I'm defending here. So I'm using my 9 defends that I had available to me here. And when you got a level 172 Pumpkin Duke you're going up against here, yeah, you're going to need something with a little bit of a heft. And I decided to go with my Revite Druid. So I got Druid hits and then Druid procs, which gives me the heal. And then boom, I just barely lost that one there. That was not good. That is a tough battle. Now, Pumpkin Duke is not a super solid Guild Wars hero. However, it does beat Druid if it has a Revitalize 4, obviously. And just because of the base attack rate and Pumpkin Duke's buff going off there. I do use a Minotaur to take out a Ninja there. That was an interesting strategy. I was hoping that stun would last through a while to get me enough damage in for the kill before that Ninja proc twice. I knew I could probably take a Ninja that procced once. And that was what I was banking on there, and so that's why I defeated that Ninja. So here's one thing, guys. So when someone starts hauling a flag from you, okay, that immediately takes it from your I keep calling them flags. You know what I'm talking about, though. Torches. So when people start hauling your torches away, they immediately drop off your count. So you can see right here how our flags at 160 down to 152. Anytime anyone starts hauling a flag, that count immediately goes down. And much similarly, if I beat this Reaper with my 100 ninja, I'm going to immediately get that flag back. My count will immediately go up the second I take this Reaper out. Look at how awesome that ninja was right there, guys. That was a level 100. That's not my main ninja. My main ninja's running right now. That's how good ninja is in Guild Wars. A level 100 just took out a big Reaper. And here we got a Mortep. And Mortep's not really a very solid Guild Wars hero either. So here it is a little bit more solid than some of the other ones. So here I'm just going to pop my Snowzilla and watch the snowball, boom, done. We defended that flag and we got it back. Immediately it added back to my count. So again, when someone starts hauling, it immediately comes from your count. And then if I have 45 haulers, I'll bring flags back to my guild. I'm going to pop back up to 200. That's going to put me in a great position towards the end of Guild Wars. By the way, the timer right now in the background due to the edits isn't all real time. I am editing out some things. And it's 2053. That means that this first torch battle ever in IGG's history on USA Android is going to end here. This Reaper is very tough to take out. No one could get this Reaper, and so I had to send the Dragon at it. Multanicath that Reaper to defend. But so we got 6.5 minutes left here. 6.5 minutes left on this first torch battle ever in Dirty's history, and here I'm defending again. Again, this Thunder God too was sticking up on the boards for a while there, and you know, Succubus, who is typically a very good in Guild Wars, just couldn't take out that Thunder God, and I had troubles with defending against Thunder Gods all day on the first torch battle when I was even just practicing and stuff. It's that Thunder God. If you got a Thunder God with the high revitalize, I think it's a little bit better than sort of people have mentioned. If you ever are defending and you see like a level 60 Paladin or something coming in at you, you can beat that with pretty much anything. Anything level 100 or higher. It's more about levels at that point. And there's that Reaper, that 166 Reaper that's just going to be taking some torches away from us. And yeah, that level 164. See all these Thunder Gods here? I got to use my good Reaper on one of these Thunder Gods. This may have been that Thunder God that just defeated me. Level 156 Thunder God. It's not fun, but yeah, when you got the Reaper here. Oh, I almost got my Reaper. I luckily got a Reaper proc off there, and I think that's what got me that victory. But that was not good. Taking out a even 129 ninja is pretty difficult too. Now my Thunder God though has that revitalize. That should get me the win here with that stun. But look, if that ninja procced, it was just one attack away from proccing. My Thunder God would have been out. That is how good ninja is in Guild Wars, guys. It's really, really good hero. And I have since started to level 3 other ninjas up. So I'm going to have at least 4 level 100 ninjas, because when you do use your heroes to defend, they become unavailable for a certain amount of time. I want to say it's around 10 minutes, but I got to confirm that. And so yeah, you can see a lot of people coming in on us here. We only got 166 flags. The goal here isn't, we don't care about rank at this point. Our goal is to have 200 flags at the end. And the good news is there's only 1 minute left. There's only 1 minute left in the first torch battle, and all of these people have a walk time of greater than 1 minute, which means we can ignore all of these. And there's pages of them, which means we're going to get back all these flags. If these guys do not complete their walk back before 2100 hours, and I'm freeze framing it right here just so you can see this, but if they don't complete their walk, which those won't, we will get all of those flags back. And there was quite a few pages of people hauling, which means in 20 seconds here, we are going to get back about 40 flags, right? Because those hauls are not going to get completed. And that was really the key here. We only have 180 right now. However, there's a lot of, I think there's about 40 people hauling flags from us that will not complete. They don't get those flags, 1, 0, and you can see what happens here. It toggles through, it goes, I don't know why it was showing 90 out of 160. That's a little bit confusing to me. It does appear at the end of a torch battle that it sort of toggles through all these things, and it went from like 180 out of 200 to 90 out of 160. That doesn't even make sense because we have a 200 out of something out of 200, but because of the reward we got, which is 10,000 honor badges, we were at rank 8, 800 shards. Let's go ahead and claim those suckers, and that is how Guild Dirty's first torch battle ended. And the second torch battle, which just happened today, it's Saturday today. Oh man, it was just an epically awesome strategy. After a huge mess up, our guild made a huge mistake, and I will explain more in part 3. As always, keep it dirty and dirty up.